When you think about retirement, you probably imagine relaxing, not racking up credit card debt, but many retirees are feeling the squeeze. Prices are up, savings are stretched, and for some, debt is creeping in. Joining us today is George Fossing and Zach Jenkins from North Star Financial and Retirement Planning right here in Greenville, a team that specializes in helping retirees create clarity, strategy, and stability even in tough times. And so a lot of people are talking about this whole debt situation and retirees. I mean, you guys probably deal with this in a little bit of a way. What is your advice on this?
The big thing I see out there is things just getting more expensive, right? And if you don't adapt your income, you start putting things on your credit cards. And that's a sign, excuse me, with my allergies.
Yeah.
But what we want to see is, my big thing is insurance. Insurance premiums just skyrocketing. Right?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Just tell you what, we just met with somebody a couple days ago, a nice woman, a widow, and she has a beach house. And her insurance premiums have gone up 50% in the past year and a half.
Wow.
50%. It's already super expensive.
50%.
Not
Yeah.
15,
50%. And she goes, it's hurting. It's an illustration, it's kind of extreme, but still, what people end up doing, it's like they're not taking more income off of their retirement income. Social Security gives you little nibbles of raises every year, usually not enough to really offset it in reality. And people still want to take vacations. And
of course,
that can be kind of expensive.
Yeah.
So really, it's managing not so much the debt, it's having more income come in. That's where we can really help out. Utilizing the tools out there that can really help. You know, our income model is generating about 8.5% income. That's pretty strong. And just 1 or 2% for most people extra could really make a big difference.
And so for people watching this that said, I really don't want to make a bad problem worse, is it,
Well said.
is it a matter of time, like calling you and saying, hey, here's where I am. I don't want to force the bleed to continue.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody is eating into maybe some of that principle of their portfolio because of inflation or things that they want to do during retirement, doing some type of an analysis to see how efficient they are inside of that portfolio from an expense standpoint or a management fee, or how much interest or dividends are actually being produced. Because that's one of the key things is really dialing that in, being as efficient as you can, having some sort of strategy. And I'd say that for a lot of our folks, even with rising prices, they're continuing to do the things that they want to do during retirement because we plan for it. And I could give you, dozens of examples of how they're doing that. And I know that one of the things you mentioned at the beginning regarding the debt is with the bill that was passed. A lot of people are talking about that. And Travis Smith, he's CPA in our office. And there's some things in there to help benefit people maybe associated with some of that debt. Maybe it's a mortgage or something like that, where they may have approached it a little bit differently a few years ago, but now there's some other advantages in there. So making sure you're aware of everything that's going on so you can just be as efficient as you can and make sure you keep as much of your retirement funds rather than giving it to the government.
And your whole mentality is helping people sleep better at night. And debt is one of those things that keeps a lot of people up at night, especially when you're trying to think about wrapping it up and living the relaxed life. You don't want to be thinking about retirement like that.
I think most of our clients are pretty much close to debt free.
Yeah.
And it's keeping it that way is important, right? Not having to run up the credit cards and such. So that's a noble thing. Getting rid of debt is just the best thing in the world, isn't it? I remember, you're young, starting families, things like that. Things are very expensive. And then later on, you start paying things off. You're like, this feels really good. And maintaining that feeling really good is really important in retirement. And sitting on your hands won't get it done. You really need to be proactive. That's where we help out.
You want to keep them in that feel-good phase with North Star.
It's a good job we have.
Right. Thank y'all so much for being here and telling us all about this.
Thanks for having us.
Of course, if you're retired and you feel like you're losing control of your finances, then now is the time to take action. Call North Star Financial and Retirement Planning to schedule your retirement lifestyle review. George and his team will help you reduce stress, build a strategy, and get back to enjoying your well-deserved retirement. You can call right now, the number 864-297-0762. You can open your phone also and scan this QR code on your screen for more information. That will get you in touch with North Star to have that over the phone call. They can also set up a Zoom or anything else. They like seeing you face to face though. So scan that QR code and go and sit down with them and get your retirement started in the right way.